Yes. Who are you?
My name is Paige.
Paige Abe's keeping me in check. She's a manager now. She's bossing me around. She's full blown manager mode now. So everybody be prepared for Paige to be super bossy these days. Just so everybody knows.
Heck yeah.
And we're waiting on Gomez, per usual.
He literally says he's trying to join right now.
Per usual, we're waiting on Gomez. Or typically we're waiting on me because we've had to push back a recording date multiple times. Thanks to me. But we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good, people. We're solid. We're rock steady. We're ready to rock and roll.
Why does he keep flashing like that?
I have no clue.
Is that him trying to join?
He said he's joining. I don't have a... We've been going through this process for weeks now.
That's definitely him trying to join.
I can't tell if he's trying to join or not.
It always... Yep, see?
What's up, dude?
My new place isn't really noise prevention.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, everybody. Gomez joined us late. Welcome in. Gomez is our moderator. Not moderator. Mediator between the craziness of me and Paige Ames here. So, what's going on, guys?
Nothing. Working.
Sound like an adult whose life has been sucked out of them.
Pretty much.
I just want everybody to say, welcome to Adulthood. If you're in your 20-something years old, welcome to it. Paige, do you remember like all the times when you thought I was ultra crazy and now you're having to be a manager and deal with people? I just want to tell you how fun this is.
It's not very fun for me.
It's fun for me.
Oh, I'm sure.
It is fun for me. Seeing, I'm not going to say like seeing you squirm, but it is interesting to see you become who you are.
It's been one heck of a week.
That being said, that segues. Gomez, you go ahead. How's Gomez doing?
Good, man. Putting in a lot of overtime.
Yeah, that reminds me of a Drake song. Big Drake fan, by the way, just so everybody knows. If you're not a Drake fan, I don't know what to tell you. But that being said, okay, so everybody, seeing that I'm now the host of my own show, Paige and Gomez, because you guys are still fresh into adulting, and I'm not. Let me ask you, navigating adulthood, what has surprised you most about adulthood than what you expected and what you didn't expect? So, like, what's that one thing where you're like, man, this royally sucks, or man, this is crazy?
I would say probably have to figure out stuff on my own. Like, I always would, ask my mom, and I was like, there's questions in life that mom can't answer. So how do I answer this question?
That's good. That's good. What do you mean? So for me, and you know how I grew up, it's interesting to hear you say that. What are some of those dynamics look like?
What's my social security number?
There you go.
Yeah, that. My schedule a doctor's appointment. Stuff like that. When I figured out how to schedule my own appointments and stuff, I was mind blown. Because I was like, what is this world? I've never been a part of this. I just show up places and, I have appointments. Now I'm the one having to figure out how to schedule them.
It's like, shut the front door, right?
Yeah, I was like, what is this world?
What about you, Gomez?
What was your question?
What has been the biggest surprise? What has surprised you most about adulthood than what you expected?
Honestly, I guess I can get slapped with a random bill that you completely had no idea you would probably get, honestly. Or getting your identity stolen, that's often too, because that happened when I turned 18. So that's probably a very fun, surprising thing that happened to me.
Okay, you got to talk about this. How does this happen at 18? Let's just talk about this.
It happens to everybody, bro.
Yeah, but you're just fresh out of high school, so that's an interesting dynamic.
What'd you do?
Gamers are everywhere.
Just sketchy site or something?
He said scammers are everywhere. This is true. Okay.
They are.
No, facts. I'm with you on that, but it just kind of blows my mind because I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting you to say that.
That's happened to my brother.
I mean, I'm not the only one. I know people that have also got their shit stolen from them too.
But it's funny. Only you could say it in the most Gomez-y way. In language, this is still
that it doesn't bother me.
No, it's just funny how life happens to you more than others. It just cracks me up. Okay, so all right. So that being said, how do you handle the pressure of making life-changing decisions in your like? How have you been handling having to make these decisions now, Paige, where you can't call your mommy and you got to do the stuff on your own?
Well, it helps that I work with her so I can still ask her questions, but I try to figure out things by myself. Sometimes it's more difficult task than others, but then I just go ask my grandma.
Hey, at least you're using your resources wisely and not
Exactly. I could be confused all the time, but instead, I'm using my resources. Let's call it that.
let's not get it twisted. You're still going to be confused as an adult. Like as you get older, I'm confused every day. Like I'm getting ready to open this store, and I'm opening a kiosk. By the way, some of the things that I've learned in life still blow my.
I learn something new every day as an adult.
Yeah, as you're supposed to. So that means you're doing the right thing by actually learning and growing. Okay? So what about you, Gomez?
Like adjusting to you talking about like problems that kind of like just off the cuff happen.
Yeah, I mean just handling life in general. So like your apartment situation.
Well, to be fair, Riley's starting school, so I just I kind of went with her on her idea and plan. So I mean, it's expensive as shit to live on your own, anyways.
Language.
Sorry, sorry, sorry for cussing. I'll pull a sketch.
Yeah.
Family friendly.
Okay, hold on, bro. Paige, are you in a position to be on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Gomez, we know you're not in position to your script, so we're just not even gonna ask. Gomez, what's going on, bro? You sound totally sad though.
It's been a long week, man. Kind of.
My goodness gracious. It's so funny. You know what's funny is Gomez, I know Paige thinks I know people probably think that I'm super crazy and I talk to you crazy. But I know Gomez pretty well. I've been around him a long time. And I can tell when Gomez is not Gomez.
Are you on live? Because it's not popping up for me.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 5 shakes. Okay.
That was fine. Whatever.
Whoa. That wasn't 5 shakes. And it didn't do my green screen over here. It's crazy. Okay, I sent it to you. All right, so next question. Okay, exploring your identity. Okay, how have your values and beliefs evolved since you entered into your 20s? All right, so next question.
Accept my request. What the heck?
Bro, chill. Go back. That's your question.
And
Why Paige is getting Instagram again.
I try to stay honest still. I try to not really like overly envelop my life in bull crap or drama. I almost said a curse word again. But yeah, I try not to overly like overwhelm my life with a bunch of drama or needless, tedious nonsense that doesn't really deserve to be in my life. So I kind of try to stick and do my own thing without really inviting any cancerous activity into my circle.
Right. Okay, that's a good lesson. Hey, Jakes, what about you?
I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to do this, so all I heard was values and beliefs. What was it?
Okay, so how have your values and beliefs evolved since you entered in your 20s? So, like, now that you get to make your own big girl decisions, what are those changes? Like, what are some things you're like, I'm with, and I'm not with?
I used to be so money blind. Does that count as an answer? Like,
Yeah, that's good. Talk to us about it. This is actually a good one. This is actually a good episode to talk about. Talk to us about it because we used to have a lot of conversations around this. So, talk about this.
I wouldn't think it was a big deal when we went out to eat or when we went to the mall and I was like, okay, I'll buy a couple things here and there. I never thought like spending $5 a day was a big deal. I was so money blind that like I never kept track of my money or my time or how long it took me to earn that money. I just spent it like I would always have it or have another dollar. So now I'm like super, what do I buy? What do I spend? When do I spend it? Oh, I was
spending. You're more conscious.
I was so bad about that. And I'm still bad about that, but I'm getting better. So
Yeah, especially now whenever you have to pay your own bills. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't spend $30 a day. That's $150 a week. Times that's what, $600 a month. Poof. And that's only 5 days a week.
I was lucky my mom like let me start taking over my bills little bits at a time. Because I was so doomed.
Shout out to SR. I don't know if we're using public names, but shout out to
I'll
us.
add on my I'll add on to my topic, I guess.
Add on to your topic, bro.
I agree with Paige on the money suggestion. Like, I used to spend money as fast as I'd make it, but now I'm learned to like manage it a lot better. I don't really like spend money unless I kind of have to. I like
So-
if I feel up to it, like I'll maybe splurge a little bit on like something small, say like a candy bar at a gas station. I don't like just drop money to drop money just because I've also learned to kind of keep my word as I've grown older. Like this door, we were we were trying to get a pallet into the elevator, and I told him if he did it first try, I'd give him all the ones in my wallet, and he literally did it first try. So I kept my word and did bro every single one I had in my wallet. It's, friendly bet.
Why are you making that face? I
Gomez,
hate
Gomez.
this saying, but like having talk.
I'm listening. It's my job. I'm listening. I'm the host mediator now. I get to be on this side instead of me being pounded with questions all the time. So, no, that's good. I think the biggest thing is that you guys are going through most adulting transitions for most people, which is really good that we flipped how we're doing the show. Pat myself on the back for this idea. JK, it was actually Paige. Chill out. Chill out. Relax. The thing is, because now I can really mentor in some of the things that you guys are dealing with and understand that, like, life is not rainbows and kittens, and you don't get to wake up and do whatever you want to. Where, before it's like you said, Paige is like, I get to wake up and be whoever I want to, just open the door. Okay, come around the other way. Okay, sweet child of mine. All right. Anyway, so, the things is like adulting, right? And being a parent. Some of those things you just got to figure out on the fly. Come on, kid. Thanks. And okay. So, and then having your kids, right? It's totally different deal than being a young 20-year-old thinking whatever. Okay. All right. So that's good stuff. All right. What role does self-discovery play in your life right now? So Gomez has kind of hit on that. Paige has kind of hit on that. But I really want you guys to talk about the self-discovery bit.
Oh gosh.
Like what have we found?
What role does self-discovery play in your life right now? Like, what's the significance for it? Like right now, Paige has come to the realization that if she's going to work 70 hours a week, right, that she's not going to be able to blow all of her check in one night.
I feel like I was the type of person that did not know what I wanted to do. I didn't think I could do one thing for the rest of my life, and I still don't. I think like I would like to have multiple careers or one career that does a whole bunch of different things. So I feel like every day, yeah, I have the same job for 2 years or whatever. But I feel like I could do multiple different things. Like I do this on the side of my actual job. Stuff like that. So I'm figuring out a little bit what I like to do every day, especially from this podcast. Branching out a little bit.
Go ahead, and then I'll do my thing.
I don't know. I guess like she says, doing this with in addition to her day-to-day job. I like how we talked that while still working in bulk same way, but away from all my extracurricular activities and hobbies since then. So I mean, I don't know. My only main concern and focus at the moment is learning to working my way up through the ranks.
Yes, I mean, you guys are pretty much at most crossroads for 20-something-year-olds, which is figuring out what in the world you're doing with your life. So me, I was really fortunate. I worked at Applebee's Steak and Shake. So I worked in the restaurant industry, which I highly recommend everybody to work in the restaurant industry. If you never worked in the restaurant industry, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. You get a catch-all for all different peoples, all different backgrounds, all different scenarios. And I think it's really interesting, listening to Paige and her growth, and then listen to Gomez. And it's so funny because it's like, this is just adulting, right? So you get all like in a tizzy. You're like, I finally graduate. And then you graduate and it's like, huh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Like the fantasy is dead. Yeah, you thought you were going to go from like high school to this fantasy adult life where Yeah, you think you're just gonna do what you want, and then it's like, oh, I gotta do my own doctor's appointments. I gotta call this. I gotta get my car to the shop. I gotta do all these things on my own.
It's funny because I was like, I don't know what I expected it to be, but it wasn't this. That's how I feel about it.
I mean,
Yeah, like, go,
I feel life should be like
Gomez is breaking up. Can you hear him?
Yeah, can't hear nothing.
Okay, so Gomez, you're breaking up. We're gonna continue on. So it's interesting that when we're talking about like your growth, and it's so funny because whenever I'm working with you guys, I'm working with the young people, and I'm like, this is how life is gonna go. And you guys are like, no, you're just mean, you're crazy, it's not gonna be this way. And it's like, no, I promise you 1,000%, it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. And then so to hear your guys' conversations and chats where it's like, man, adulting is draining, right? And it's like, yeah, this is welcome to the rest of your life. Like you just got off work. What time you just get off work?
Will you fix your Instagram?
I'm facing you. I'm facing this way though.
Well, yeah, but I can only see half your face. There
But
you go.
but I'm facing this way. You're only going to see half the face anyway.
That's fine, but I can see nothing but myself. And I went, what the heck?
Okay. So, but it's interesting dynamic. Okay, so now you guys pretty much have grown up in the digital age, right? So, how do you manage your screen time and digital distractions, especially at?
Okay, well, I don't have time to even think at work, but like when I get home, all I want to do is binge TikTok. Like that's it. All I do is binge TikTok or watch my show.
So it doesn't matter what time we change the schedule. You're on TikTok anyway. You don't like when you don't get to stay in your routine. That's what it is. You got a routine.
You know-
don't like when I change your routine.
It's no, because I stress out so much about thinking of what to talk about, and then an hour before the freaking show, you're like, I have something to do today. And I'm like, I've been stressing this whole time for nothing.
But I always come in with the alley-oop. I'm always prepared.
I know. So that's why I've been like, you know what? You can figure it out.
I already have it figured out.
I know. You just do it on the fly like that, though. I have to prepare.
But but the thing is, I'm recording content all the time because I don't have to work normal hours like you. So I can think about this stuff all day.
Yeah, no, I cannot.
So like for me, I have resources, right? So for me, it's a little bit different. So my life, for me to drive business, I have to create content. I have to be in the know. I have to be social media. I have to be doing these things.
Yeah, I just like to watch funny videos.
No, that's cool. Like,
But I did start my TikTok grind. I'm on TikTok now, like you suggested. So
thank you. What about everything else? Let's just start with TikTok. That's fine. Let's start with
Yep.
TikTok.
And one thing at a time. Let's just be proud of me for that.
I was getting to that point. Great job.
And you know, we did film a YouTube video about the trip to Mexico, like vlogs like that. So that counts too. YouTube and TikTok.
I love it. Phenomenal. You should be promoting that. So, what has Gomez got going?
He's got like student people. What the heck?
All right. So, Paige, super proud of you. All right. So, so what are your thoughts on the impact of social media on mental health?
That's such a hard topic because I feel like social media can be such a good thing for some people's mental health, but like the killer of other people's mental health.
So expound.
Expound? You mean expand?
No, that's not what I said. Look it up. Look it up.
Is that an actual word?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Look it up. Expound. Hold on. Expound. Because you think I'm dumb. Expound. To explain by setting forth in careful or often elaborate detail.
Sounds like spam to me.
No, expand. No, expound and expand. No, Google it.
Did you mean to do that? I mean, if you meant to do that, then great.
Yeah, I meant to say expound. I didn't mean to say expand.
Wow, I learned a new word today. I never heard that. Anyway, for me,
expound means to present and explain something. Can you say expand? You need not say expound. I love technology.
You say expand, so I thought you meant to say expand. You
I said expound today because I wanted to make somebody's brain hurt. Okay.
Yeah, you made mine hurt slightly. But yeah, I feel like social media for me is like a killer. Like, I see all these things, what I should be doing, what I should do differently, or how I should look, how I should act, what I should be posting. So for me, it's not really that great. When I get a bad headspace, I'll like chill with social media for a little bit. But I feel like for you, maybe it might be different. You're always on there.
Well, David asked a good question. How can a thing like marketing be such a good thing for business and marketing with social media? Yeah, you want to answer this question or you want me to answer it? I mean, he's killing it in social media more than we are. So there's that. So, like this dude would be the expert. He's asking us. He's the expert. But no, for me, from a social media perspective, you're driving people. For me, from a business perspective, I'm driving people who want to do business with me through my social media, and that's the good part. Uh, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't know who these people are. There's people that want to do business with me. And the thing that me and you talk about is like not getting stuck in your circle, right? So for for me personally, not getting stuck with the day-to-day grind. So for what I'm doing, taking social media very serious. A shout out to David. Mad respect for him being able to do this. It's not easy. Like I think a lot of people think like, sure, you just turn your camera on and you start recording. Right? Like, no, there's got to be a strategy and plan. So every time I come on here every week, I have a strategy and plan. Like I'm not just saying, hey, Paige, like just throwing stuff to the wall. Notice the questions, like you're like, when you're like, hey, well, you ask the questions, right? And I have a list of questions for you. I probably is, yeah, because I'm talking on this and then I have this problem right here. So, but I'm getting ready to fix that. Shout out to David. So the thing is, in the internet connection, there might be two things going on. I can't hear. I can't hear what the Instagram sounds like because I'm not connected to it. I can't hear it. But so like
Very high tech over here.
what?
I said we're clearly very high tech over here.
Yeah, we're not high tech at all. That's what I mean. So there's so many levels to this, but for right now, we're just learning how to do the process. We're just learning how to do the business. And so because we're learning how to do the business and we're learning how to do the process, there's so much to it. So there's a long-term vision for this, right? I'm not just saying, hey, let's do social media, do social media. No, I'm doing social media with the intent to drive business, build a business for people who don't know us, right? And so, for example, okay, I've known you for a long time. The David guy, right? How did you meet him? Was it in public, right? DMs, right? So, I mean, there's just those type of things. Like, that's just the world we live in now. Are there some bad people that, sure, there's bad people, all walks of life, all areas of life, right? Hey, let me know if this sounds better.
Maybe you still in now. And what happens? Is this gonna show up on Riverside like Ethan Frozen right here? Because probably like pick them off.
I have no clue. I don't know how to do any of that. That's what I mean. We're learning.
Well, I sure as heck don't know.
Okay, which charger did
That's
you?
what I'm saying. There's strategy to this stuff. Like what times a day to post and your algorithm and stuff will do better. Like who
I
knows?
mean, this is the wrong charger. There's one in my car.
Complicated question, sure don't.
Okay. How can a thing like network and direct connection to influence by? Hey, so give me 1 second, bro.
I'm not good with these questions. I hate fun questions.
No, I can answer these questions. That's fine.
That's good. Because it's past my time. These are good questions.
Past your bedtime.
Yes, but it's like 9-something o'clock. I've been working overtime. I'm freaking tired. Ask me something fun and maybe I'll answer it.
No, these are really good questions. So to answer David's question, okay, I'm back in the green screen. And you know what? We could actually have a live audience on the. Actually, have a live audience on the.
See, that's the podcast because I left.
See, oh, that's crazy. I'd say go back to David's original question, right? So how can a thing like networking and growing connections be influenced by social media? I mean, prime example, right? You can answer the dog question. But here's the prime example, right? With what we're doing here. So there's people joining the live, right, that I don't know. They make a decision if they want to keep hearing this old fart talk to this 20-something-year-old, right? This is a good one. LinkedIn, is this a LinkedIn or Inked?
LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn's great. I'm on LinkedIn. I actually met one girl who's super smart. I mean, she works for a major accounting firm out of St. Louis, and she got me right, and it was solely cool. having that conversation with her and get to have that influence. So we're building a global brand. What we're doing, and I know David understands this, your immediate circle doesn't always get it. So, for example, I posted something on Threads. The lady's like, "Hey, I'm interested in your ebook. Where can I get it?" And I was like, "Okay, cool, right on." So here's my Threads. Jump onto my Threads, and then she's like, "Cool." So she's checking out my ebook on my Stand store, right? And so by building that network and building the connectivity, I already have it now. I got it figured out. Just leave it. Don't give me that look.
I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on over here.
But I want to see if we can bump Gomez because this is.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Okay. Anyways, that was a good question, David. So back to the question. Paige, work-life balance. How do you find balance now between work, social life, and personal time? Now you got your boo thing. Now you got promoted. Now your time is really crazy.
Yeah, I have no time. None. I have the time when I sleep, and that's about it. And I'm not good with that because I really like my TikTok time. But I've honestly been doing pretty well because I've had to work a lot of overtime this week just because of this.
Welcome back, Gomez.
Wow.
What's up, dude?
Oh,
I love it. When that being so that is, right? It's so funny.
no, this is so dramatic and funny. I just wish the people on Instagram could watch this part of the show.
Yeah, that would only. Yeah, let's figure out the Instagram thing. So no personal time. You wish you had more TikTok time. Let me ask this question. I'll get to that question, David. Okay, so what strategies do you guys use to avoid burnout? Now, this seems interesting to me because you guys are so young. So, but entertain me.
Me personally, I cut out social media.
To avoid burnout from your dog videos?
Well, that's a him thing. That was not anything. We just sends me important stuff in those videos. But I will sit there and scroll for hours and hours if I have the opportunity to. So I make myself go out and do things, try new things, literally anything to avoid burnout. Because I will just go to work, build video, go to bed with me, and let anything on. So I tried being on new restaurants and new hobbies and stuff, and that seems to be working well when I get tired of it all.
So, what kind of hobbies you do? And then Ethan, jump in here on this topic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're actually back live. What are you doing, Gomez?
What was the question again? You can hear me, right?
Yeah. What strategies do you use to avoid burnout? So it sounds like Gomez honestly sounds burned out to me. Life is taxing right now.
Well, it's just been a long week. Doing flooring, but I mean,
Paige, you can answer that next.
but then after a while, it kind of got to the point where I was staying up so late editing and figuring out little intricate details that I was literally losing countless hours of sleep over it. So I kind of got burnt out on it, and eventually just kind of stepped back and edited here and there rather than just constantly 24/7. I'd rather take a break and then I do it one day. I do it on a Monday, and then I take a break on Tuesday, and then I do it on a Wednesday, and then I take off Thursday, and I do it Friday. The schedule would switch. It wouldn't be consistent.
You made that thing.
It's my face. I'm just listening.
That's so funny.
It's just my face. I'm listening to Gomez talk about him editing, staying up countless hours. So Gomez, talk to us. And then Paige, you can answer his David question. So David question was, how can you apply these things you learned from your job to things within the outside world? Well, I want to follow up a point with you, Gomez, real quick. I think finding that I think you're stuck at a rock and a hard place, with what you really want to love to do in life, kicking your butt. Adulting is basically owning you, right? And that can lead it could.
It can lead to burnout, yeah, but there's just a lot on the plate. It's not really adulting burning me out. It's just kind of going through a new Riley, putting work in, starting school. There's just a lot of stuff going on with the family and shit, man. And it's not really a.
Oh my goodness.
It's not simple and a cakewalk lately.
Yeah, we're going to edit out Ethan's bombs. Gomez, let me come back to that. I want to talk about this. Paige, answer David's question on the
you think you're bumming me out. Let's bring us the vibes, please. But anyway,
Ethan is definitely not. So for everybody on Instagram, Ethan is normally our chipper, happy person, and he's not chipper and happy. Normally, I'm the stick in the mud, but he's definitely the stick in the mud today. But I'm gonna come back to that topic, Ethan. Go ahead, Paige, answer David's question. So Gomez, question David asked on Instagram. You can answer this on the chat too. How can you apply the things you learned from your job to things you within the outside world? So things outside of your day to day. So like with flooring and Paige with vision, like what are you guys seeing that translates to other areas of your life?
mine was totally communications, my biggest one. I used to be so shy and so scared of literally talking to anybody about anything. So, but I have to do that, especially in my new role. I'm like in a management position, so I have to talk to other people, other companies, patients. Like 90% of my day is communication. So that's been a big one for my job that has gotten me so far in like the real world. I don't know about Ethan over there.
My job is slowly but surely teaching me how to build my own stuff. You know, I'm about to build a house, so I can put in my own floor.
There you go. So do you have to do the estimations and all that stuff too, or does somebody else do the estimations?
It depends. It'll be either somebody we'll probably either outsource for it or we'll stick it somebody in the circle or something.
You know what's interesting to me is when I listen to you guys in the dynamics is so funny with what we're doing and why it's so important because I say, hey, I'm Flash, I'm running back in time. I'm trying to forewarn you that these things are going to happen. And this is how you best prepare. So now that these things are coming full circle for you guys, how important is it to have a show like this, right? To be able to have somebody kind of, it's one thing to talk to your parents, but to have a mentor or community resource outside of your day to day that you can, like, basically, this is your escapism. Like, you get on the podcast, we could talk about different areas of life. Like, how has that been impactful for you guys?
Can I pause on that real quick? Because I'm kind of offended that David said, should I ask a page question or a good question? Why are page questions not considered good questions?
What's a page?
In the comments, and that makes it seem like page level questions are not good questions.
Oh, it's a page question. You want to talk about TikTok videos?
Something that I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
And you're supposed to come up with the questions if it's stuff you want to talk about.
I did come up with, and then you canceled on me for a week, so we haven't talked about the topic we were supposed to talk about for 3 weeks.
Oh, well, what's that topic?
Self-investment that we.
Oh, then let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You still have me for 20 minutes, so let's talk about it.
I feel like that's what we are talking about. These are the questions he's asking involve self-investment.
Well, then what's the stress? Me and David's got you.
I was just offended that my questions are what stupid questions. What?
He didn't say stupid. He said easy.
I said stupid.
So, Gomez, you're working towards the house. That goes into my next question. She was so perverted. That's funny. I'm going to answer this David question, but I want to ask you guys this question. My next question is, okay, Paige, we know your most memorable travel experience was with Mexico with your man. Ethan, what's been your most memorable travel experience so far in your 20s?
Now he's backtracking.
It's all good, Dave. I got you. What'd you say, Gomez?
Probably going on my cruise to, like Cozumel and Bahamas and where else? Mexico. The canyons. I don't remember. It was something like that. But on my 3-trip cruise with my homies, probably.
Paige, can you ask David if he can hear Gomez through Instagram?
I'm trying to hold the phone close to my iPad speaker, but I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to work on it. Gomez, you're gonna have to get a second device. Okay, so Gomez said that he went on a cruise to.
I can turn it up.
You went to a cruise where? Bahamas, all those islands. Tell me what else? With your buddy? So he went on a cruise. We gotta get you on Instagram because this would be so much easier if you were on Instagram. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. How long did you go on that cruise for?
Nice. Something like that. Maybe.
So let me ask you: is it because you could live your life without stressing about adulting for both of you guys?
I mean, that was definitely part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would say no because and you're still stressing on like the amount of money you kind of spent while on the trip.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking a break from reality. In reality, you're not really taking a break from reality. It's like a quick pause, but you're still kind of like micromanaging your life and like how you operate and what you spend and
So you didn't have a memorable vacation then, bro. We need to get you on a vacation where you don't have to worry about that stuff, bro. David, Riverside, yeah, there's a way for me to do it. But go ahead, Gomez. David, there's a way.
We don't know.
So Gomez, when you say micromanaging your finances, you're just saying like that nerve in the back of your head, like, oh, I can't splurge on this vacation because I got bills due at home when I get off this cruise.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, I can't really spend too much money while I'm on vacation because once I go back home, like, I got bills and I got to get right back to the grindstone.
So you didn't plan
Like,
your
I can't
vacation
really
all the way you could have to
splurge.
enjoy it though.
I mean, you can, planning, like, plan for it, and like that's usually what like you do or I do. But like also though too, you can.
My goodness.
So
David is such a hypocrite.
listen, money does come back. David, we got to talk. But so to answer David's question,
He's the most frugal person ever. Don't listen to him.
yeah, he's gotta be. David's okay. Be frugal. He took you on a trip to Mexico, so he wasn't that frugal.
Hey, he didn't pay for that whole thing. I paid for some stuff. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so seeing that we're talking about money, what are your financial goals you're working towards? Gomez wants to build a house. Paige, what are you working towards?
The next paycheck, this thing. I mean, normal life stuff. I want to be able to live comfortably, pay my bills, pay my house. I want to be able to build a house, but
comfortably in.
I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
Okay, but live so never mind. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
I want to have enough room to be able to, keep myself accountable, get what I need done, but also be able to go on a trip once a year, be able to do fun stuff every once in a while, shopping or splurge, whatever, Like, I don't want to stress about money my whole life. That's the last thing I want to do.
Okay. Why stress about it?
Because when you are struggling or, you want to have kids one day, expand your family, it's not really something you want to be worried about.
So let me ask Gomez and you, what are you doing today consciously to prepare for these things? What are your systems in place?
I got to add on to what Paige said and just say because shit's so expensive.
Dude!
Gomez! Bro,
sorry.
This is G-rated, bro. Family-friendly podcast. We want sponsorships. We want ad revenue. You gotta be family-friendly, so we're advertiser-friendly. I want everybody that's on Instagram, advertiser-friendly.
Did you see that comment?
No. Which one? By my guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I'll get to that. Where did Gomez go? Gomez, advertiser friendly. I'm gonna beat this in your head. We're building a show to be advertiser friendly, bro. We want to be advertiser friendly. So whenever Mountain Dew calls us, because Paige's impromptu Mountain Dew can you haven't done in a while, we want to be able to market to them and say, hey, Mountain Dew, we need $3,000 for this impromptu ad, and there it is. David cracks me up. David, you cannot hear it because Gomez is on the Riverside app, and you know what I'm thinking about while I'm thinking about this? We can actually invite guests to listen to the recording live in the app. So we might have to do that. But I like the Instagram vibe. The Instagram vibe. The only thing we're missing is Noah. We don't have Noah on it. What?
Noah's in here.
Not having Noah's kind of weird. Or Nehemiah. Or the other regulars that come in. We got to have the regulars.
Hold on, Nelson. We need them too.
Yeah, we need all the regulars in here. It becomes a fiesta at that point. What Gomez say? All right, so let me ask you guys. I said, what financial goals are you working towards? So my challenge to you guys is, what automatic systems do you have in place for these things?
Well, like savings-wise?
Savings doesn't. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna go there. So if we're talking about self-investment, I would recommend savings is okay. You got to have emergency funds, right? So yes, have your emergency funds.
But like, life insurance stuff is super important too.
You got to have life insurance. You got to have emergency funds. You got to have an investment strategy, like David was talking about. Diversification. What does your portfolio look like? Right, Gomez, you're talking about buying a house, which is great, But then what? Like what else? You buy the house, then what? It appreciates, then what? Where are you gonna sell it? Okay. What is do you have a plan? Do you have a conscious spending plan? Do you have a plan? So what about life insurance? Do you have insurance policies, bro? You need to get an IUL or something. Then but what but that's to pay off your car. We're talking about you're young. You need to begin the policy now while you're young. And to answer David's question, this actually ties into David's question about life insurance. How working out considered investing in yourself? Because physical health is so important, right? Like if you're not able to live your life, right? I asked this question a couple weeks ago. You had one day to live with your family healthy, right? Or I give you $1 million unhealthy and you die that day, right? The natural question we're going to ask is I want a healthy body so I can live and see my family, right? And so the investing and working on your body, like this, yeah. Do you want $1 million and unhealthy and you die that day, or you want healthy lifestyle? You get one day to live. I just told you.
Oh my gosh.
You want one day living unhealthy, or you want to be healthy and spend the day that you have with your family, right? And so, like, those are just extremes and parallels to what we're talking about. And so, the thing that we're having here, and the conversations that we're having, because I got to get off here in 10 minutes, just so you guys know, because I got to go. I got stuff to do. Okay.
Shocker. Surprise, freaking surprise.
Hey, you asked me for an hour. I'm giving you an hour.
We didn't even get started at 8:30.
Yes, we did. Gomez was late. I can't help Gomez was late. We're on the clock at 51 minutes. We have 9 minutes to go.
The fact that I can get an hour from you every maybe once 3 weeks is crazy.
You're busy.
What am I busy doing? Because I'm here every Wednesday.
Okay, so I got things going. I do want to tell everybody I come out with this new shirt design called Serve and inspired by Paige. So go buy the page, buy the shirt so I can give Paige a commission check. Okay, anyways, here's what I'm going to tell you, Gomez. All right, adapting to change. How do you guys cope with unexpected changes and challenges? What techniques have you learned so far?
An unexpected change or challenge is when you tell me the day of you're not getting on the podcast, so that I'm like, oh my gosh. What?
I said fudge.
I actually throw a fit. That's what I do. That's how I cope. That's how I adjust.
I know you throw a fit because you send us in the group chat. I guess so.
That was the most polite, like, kind of snarky response I could come up with without being rude.
You do know I know you well enough to know that you were throwing me flaming darts at my face.
I was so angry. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
I understand. I knew you were mad. Here's the thing. It was not an hour before the show. It was like 5 o'clock.
We film at 8:30.
Yeah, it was not an hour. I'll make it up to you. I owe you Starbucks. How many Starbucks drinks am I up now? I think I owe you like 5 Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to cash in on those before I'm at like $1 million or just.
Yeah.
Let's get on this sooner rather than later. Let me know.
Get ready for these every week, and then next thing you know, I got a conference call. Oh wait, can we do tomorrow?
Listen, Linda. Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, let's listen, because I've lost my time off every Wednesday for you. What's your excuse? Oh, you want to go do something on a Wednesday? I'm sorry, I can't. I have prior obligations. What do you do? Yeah, let's do it. Please. Give me your excuses.
No excuse. I'm glad you're getting this off your chest.
Might as well do it on the internet.
Yeah, why not? It's good. It's good entertainment. It's good content. So, Gomez, how do you cope with unexpected changes and challenges? Okay. Yeah, all right. So, what's a recent situation? No. You had a chance. No, I'm going on to the next question. What's a recent situation where you had to adapt quickly, and what did you learn? Like last week, talk to us about it.
Does he go first this time?
Yeah, Ethan gets to go first this time because you just spazzed off on me, so it's Ethan's turn. Actually, Gomez has been spazzing off the whole time. Gomez has been spazzing the whole time. He just now settled down.
Well,
yeah, what's a recent situation where you had to adapt quickly, and what did you learn? Bro, hold on. We cannot hear you. It's chalky. Do you have T-Mobile or something? Who's your internet? Who's your cell phone provider? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
This is a at Verizon ad. I just want Verizon to call us with $10,000 so we can get Gomez a new phone and new service, and so we can pay for this impromptu ad. So we got Mountain Dew and Verizon. We need ad revenue, ad money from all of them. Okay, I need 3,000 from Mountain Dew, and then we need 10,000 from Verizon. Okay,
It's got to be one special phone.
Gomez, we couldn't hear anything you said, so you have to say it again.
I said it's gonna have to be one special phone.
Oh, we heard that.
We heard that part. We didn't hear all the stuff that you said before that because you were breaking up.
Was it recent changes, right? That you have to.
Hold on. I just want
to
to say something because I've been telling you guys this for weeks. You got to get hardwired mics. Okay, the Bluetooth doesn't work, guys. Bluetooth doesn't work.
No, you
Okay.
can supply me with that.
I have it for you. I already told you.
Yeah. I work.
I'm just visiting. I'll get it to you. Talk to me off air when you're at the Farmington location. Okay, Gomez, answer the question now.
It was recent. That
Yeah.
Yeah, how have you dealt with your sister going back to work or not working, going to school, and now you're having to do all these pivots? Where's your mental at, bro?
well, she's still. It depends on probably soon, but in my new cry we laugh.
He still can't hear you.
Because T-Mobile, bro. T-Mobile and your Bluetooth. That's why. Your Bluetooth and T-Mobile, we're missing out on good content because we can't hear you. That's why we're laughing. And I'm like, my forehead is popping right now. We can't hear you. You're giving fire content. Nobody can hear it. We can't hear you, bro. It was good stuff. I got there like 2 answers from that. Oh, we can't hear you.
There he goes.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh my goodness.
This is not a good look for T-Mobile. I just want to say, this is not a good look for T-Mobile. That's all I'm going to say. Verizon, I have Verizon. Verizon calls. We need Gomez. We need proper IG. We need Gomez with proper equipment to record. Verizon, please call us. I am going to snip this and I'm sending it to Verizon. We need a check. We need a check. We need major ad checks. We're going to get really serious about this, guys. But for the time being, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. Which is so funny because we're recording at night and my background's during the day.
Yeah. I thought that was so funny.
It's so ironic. It's so funny. Okay.
Well, they do know because Ethan's in the middle of the night, but
Yeah, like, no, I'm just in New York. No, that doesn't work because it's like, I'm in California. I'm in California recording.
I usually anywhere.
Okay, Paige, this last question, then we're going to jump off her because we're officially at an hour. Okay, so what's the best piece of advice you received in your 20s?
Boy, that is such a loaded question.
Okay, I'll go to Gomez. Gomez, what's the best piece of advice you received in your so far in your 20s?
The bigger the that's the best piece of advice I've been given. The bigger the bill, the harder you ball.
The bigger the bill, the harder you ball. Okay, well, can you share who taught you that? That's pretty good.
You taught me that. A lot of my old coworkers, some of my coworkers from previous jobs like Walmart, Menards, BTI, they've all just kind of said, man, the bigger the bill, the more you pay, the harder you ball.
Just don't let a good one out. But that was a good one. I like that.
Okay, but where are these people at now?
Where are they at now?
Yeah.
Doing whatever they do, whether it be manager jobs at where they're at or kind of still working where they're working. I mean, as life goes on, you kind of part ways with people you meet throughout your journey. Close track.
Side note, what do I teach?
Aren't.
Yeah, what are you teaching?
I was just gonna say, a lot of people aren't meant to be in your life forever.
Ethan, you're like breaking my heart over here. What?
Yeah, Gomez.
No, I'm just saying. He said where. I'm just saying. He said, where are those people now? I said they're either doing what they still do, whether it be manager jobs at wherever they're working or wherever they're at. You're not. You cross paths with people and get advice and tips and tricks, and then kind of part ways.
You're bumming me out. I'm bumming hard.
Yeah, Gomez, you're on a hard case of Inside Out movie. You need to go watch that movie. Get your.
I've seen Inside Out. It's fire.
There's supposed to be Inside Out. It is gonna be a good movie. I want to go watch Inside Out 3, actually. But here's the thing, Jamal. What do I teach? I teach business management skills to people who are hustlers and go-getters and individuals who are aspiring to be managers. That's what I teach. I teach career professional development advice. That's what I teach. Okay, Paige, answer the question.
Never let yesterday use up too much of tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a good retreat. I like that.
Of
Okay,
course you
why don't you elaborate on that? Like, because
You
there's
know,
a whole...
don't spend too much time worrying about yesterday. Your future is tomorrow. Like, you got things to do. You got deals to make, business to succeed at. Like, why are you gonna let yesterday bug you so much where you're tripping about tomorrow?
Okay, who taught you that?
I think I saw it on Instagram.
So kind of like always move forward, don't need to look back.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we stressing on the past and things we can't change when we could look to tomorrow and do better?
Or why don't we live in the present moment? But okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let your past
That too.
define you and stress for life. Why do you always treat my answers as if they're stupid and not?
I'm not. What are you coming up with this?
Because I'm talking and I'm making so much sense, and you're over there like, what? That's a good quote.
It's a great quote. I love it. It's great.
See,
I appreciate you.
You don't deserve my 1 hour every 2 weeks or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
You don't deserve it.
So you're talking about Gomas being salty? You both are salty right now. What?
I am salty because
I appreciate Paige liking my quote.
Yeah,
I appreciate Paige. Really backing my.
We appreciate being appreciated, sir. Appreciate us.
I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. What are your biggest hopes and fears for the future?
Because I have high expectations for myself, and I don't want to not succeed at that. I think it's hopeless to be something I never saw coming. Be something my family can be proud of. Now look who's cutting out.
No, my phone died.
Oh, prost it.
It did. Okay, that's like
That's what I'm saying. You're never prepared. When you are here, your freaking phone is dead.
Oh my goodness gracious! Listen, okay, that's good shout out. All right, good accountability.
Cut me wide. What's crazy?
No, it's good accountability. So, Gomez, what do you got for us? And then let's wrap up on this.
Oh, because you have
Biggest hope and fear. My biggest hope is that I can learn and progress in every field that I want to learn and progress in the best way I know how, and hopefully depends on maybe if mastering things takes a while, like what really qualifies as mastering something. Definitely 10,000 hours is what they say, but I definitely want to perfect all the crafts that I want to work on in my lifetime. But also, I guess biggest fear is I guess probably like what Paige said along those lines, Floyd. Maybe saying that someone up short is a good short and sweet way to pull it. But let's be short.
Good answer. What do you got to say about that?
Beautiful. All right, guys. So that's been the latest edition of the Ask Coach Ford show with the hostess with the mostest, K. James, and the greatest mediator in world history, Ethan Gomez. That was a good show, guys. That was good stuff.
Yeah, another's release.
What? Get it off your... Okay. Get it off your chest. Why don't you just get this off your chest?
You're awesome. I love that. That's
I want you to take me and my time seriously.
Okay. All right. I do.
That's what I want to get off my chest.
I'm making up for it. I'm going to get you a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah, you always say that. Guess what? I received 0.
Send me your email and I'll get it tonight. I am. I'll do it virtually.
For sure. We'll see. We'll see if it actually happens.
It is going to happen. I'm going to do it right now. Send me your email.
Oh, I thought you were busy doing stuff.
I can get on Starbucks and buy you a virtual gift card.
Oh, can you? But you can't get on the podcast for an hour once a week?
We record every week.
No, we don't. We used to.
How many weeks have we not recorded?
3.
No.
Yes.
We didn't record last week. We recorded the week before that. In one week.
Counting this one because it's a day late. We've recorded a day late several times.
Yeah, there's been like 2 sessions I skipped out on, but I had errands.
Gomez, she's not mad at you. She's mad at me.
I am mad at you because this was your idea.
we're still going on with the show and idea.
Whenever it's convenient for you. Yes, we are.
I agree. You're right.
I know
I kind of just joined on, so me kind of like not showing up, I feel like is not that big of a deal.
No,
Even though, I
mad
mean,
at you. That's why I get mad at you.
let's say,
no.
Because you're a
Say.
broken guest.
Now, Gomez, it's good balance with you on the shit. And Paige knows it.
Some of us, on the other hand, have prior obligations that we must be here 1 hour a week on Wednesdays at 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, 8:30.
That's not what the original obligation was.
I
You
practiced till
limited to that.
8.
Now, I don't know why, because you had a prior obligation. Oh, whatever.
yeah, no, my fault. I just sound a little gassed and taxed over the last week. Been
Listen, why don't
grinding
you
out.
guys start tea time with Paige and Ethan? And then you don't have to worry about it.
Why? So that can mean it's okay for you to ditch on me?
That's not what's happening. That's not,
Never made me think that you were an excuse man until now.
I'm not making excuses. Oh my gosh. It's not an excuse. I've been telling you to do your own show with Gomez.
It's in the works. We're talking about it. We're discussing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've got a couple people in mind that I've already asked about it.
I love it. Listen, here's the thing, Linda.
But you still have your obligation to this show, too.
Okay, look, all right. Does Wednesdays really work?
I'm sure not for you, but it does.
Okay, Gomez, does Wednesdays work for you?
I mean, I don't really have anything going on Wednesdays.
Okay, let's make it declarative. Okay, let's do 9 o'clock.
Okay, I mean, I guess over 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
Why are we pushing it back even later?
Because I practice at 8. If I say 8, you're going to
Look.
complain.
You have practice at 8 now?
Till 8. Till 8. Ask Gomez. Gomez comes in all the time when I'm practicing. Gomez, am I not practicing?
Every day?
Ask
Yeah,
Gomez.
last time I walked in, he had like 4 or 5 kids here.
What day do you not have practice?
Gomez works out pretty much all the time. Gomez, what am I doing when you walk in at gym?
Standing on the sideline,
Why
sitting on,
schedule our
sharing the sideline,
Eight.
watching them.
Because I need to reschedule it till 9.
Why?
Unless, because I practice till 8. It takes me time to get home.
You didn't originally.
I did. I just figured it out. I'll figure it out. 8:30. Fine. 8:30. Time to drive.
Do a different day. I'm fine with a different day. I just want to know why.
Okay, because it would be more flexibility. Do you want to do Sunday nights?
I can do whatever night.
Okay, let's do Sunday nights at 9. That's solid for me.
I mean, I guess that works for me.
What we need to know, does it really work for you or
We
not?
might as well not schedule anything and just be like, I'm going to show up whenever it's your late day. I'm not letting this go.
I understand. Okay. So Sundays at 9.
Or we could just, discuss with each other if we have things going on.
That should work, yeah.
Like, not a couple hours before the show. We could just,
I'll
get together.
figure out a better
Hey,
headgear grind.
I have this going on. Let's do this.
Okay, better communication.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm basically summing up what you're saying.
Yeah, better communication.
Okay, I respect that.
Hey, it's kind of like basketball, right? The best teams have the best communication.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure when basketball season starts, this is going to be a nightmare.
That's why Sundays at 9.
Have the best news Thursday.
Sundays at 9 is the safest bet. I'm telling you.
What are you doing
All right,
all
we
day?
good. We good with Sundays at 9 because I'm about to get off here and go to bed, brother. Go home.
Yeah, those spots. Why 9?
Because that I'm training and I have things to do all day. I'm literally unavailable until 9 o'clock on Sunday.
Every day of the week you're available till 9. You can get off here anytime you want. I mean, I have a phone to pick with him.
Hey, think about this when basketball season starts. We're literally all going to be in the gym together.
Yeah, I'm trying to prepare.
But let's say I do see him having practice. I mean, I don't know how often he's here, but I do see him here.
He does not have practice on Saturdays or Sundays during season unless you do open gyms or something.
So do you want to do Saturday at 9?
I don't care when we do it. Just communicate it at least a day in advance. How about that?
Okay, there we go. Okay.
That works for me. I don't care what day we do it. We communicate a day in advance.
Are we doing it this Sunday? Okay. That's all I need to know. I don't know what he's.
No, I'll just text you guys when I feel like doing it, and then you can just hop on at my leisure.
Oh my god.
I'll just let you know when I'm.
All right,
No.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. You can keep riffing, I guess. Holy shit, that's funny though. That's some content right there. That's content. See you guys.
Fun part. See ya.
All right, dude. Peace out. All right. So you just let us know.
I'll let you know when I'm feeling it.
All right. Sounds good. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our show as Paige ripped me a new one.
Well-
So it's been Ask Coach Ford with, Coach and the hostess with the mostest, Paige, as she chewed me out, and the greatest moderator in the world, Ethan Gomas. All right. See you guys whenever Paige tells us. All right.
Pretty much.
Sounds good. Thanks.